Yo, so it's officially July 22nd, 2025, and it is my 29th birthday. And man, I've just reached a point where I'm just tired. I'm just done, man. I am just done with all the bullshit that I've come on here to vent about. And hopefully, the reason I'm talking about it is because I hope maybe some of you feel the same way and we can share in our little misery pool together. But man, I'm tired in many areas of my life, whether it's financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Starting off with living in New York, dude. I'm so done with this shit. I mean, from the outside looking in, it seems super successful, right? Like corporate life, big city job, all this shit, man. But if you live in a big city, specifically New York, you understand how no matter how much money you make, you will always feel poor. I genuinely do. Like, I remember when I first moved to New York, I was making 120, and I was like, this is fucking sick. I've made it. This is the dream. Like, that's what it's supposed to be, right? Off the bat, when you move to New York, 50% goes to taxes because it's freaking New York. You pay the state tax and then you pay the city of New York tax. And so basically from 120, you're left with 60 in your pocket off the bat. And if you're living in New York, you won't find even a studio. A studio is a bedroom where you don't have a door between your bedroom. It's literally your bed is in your kitchen. You have a kitchen and you have a bed and you have a bathroom. It's all on the same playing field. You won't find one cheaper than $3K in New York. You won't. If you do, it's gonna be some shitty ass, dingy ass in a neighborhood that you probably don't wanna be in anyway. If you're living in the city, $3K is actually honestly a steal. But let's say you go with that, right? So 3K times 12, 36. So from 60 minus 36, you're already at what, 24K essentially? 24 divided by 12 months in a year, that's 2K a month in your pocket. 2K a month sounds like a lot in the beginning, maybe some of you, because I know 120 sounds like this massive number, but 2K in your pocket you start seeing where like freaking New York starts hitting you in the face. Because if you're in between jobs or you need insurance, the cheapest insurance you can get in the city, in this goddamn city, is $500. I remember when I was in between jobs, it was like that. My fiance was in med school, she was paying close to $500 for her insurance. So from 2K, you're paying what, like, so now you have 1,500. Now let's throw in your phone bill, your electricity bill, utilities, internet, that sort of shit. Let's throw in, maybe you take an Uber here and there. God forbid you have a gym membership for $100. You're at 1K now at this point. With 1K, bro, you're living from $120,000, you're living 1K. We haven't talked about groceries. We haven't talked about food. Let's just say you're in New York because you're in New York, and when you do New York, you're single. You're trying to go on dates and stuff. You won't be able to find a date as a man. You're gonna be paying at least $200 to $300 individually for a date. That's just how it is, man. So let's say you go on one date a week, you're already at, let's take 250, you're already at $0. We haven't even talked about food. We haven't talked about, God forbid you buy clothing, a cologne, you're trying to run a business, and like, it's unreal, man. Okay, maybe let's say you don't go on dates because you're trying to buckle down and really try to, I don't know, like manage your finances. So you're living in this big city, paying all these big city money, but you're not taking advantage of the city. Like that, like what's the point of living here if you're not good? Like the whole point of living here is to then just to go to the nice restaurants, to go to the rooftops, experiencing New York things. And the second you leave the house, you're spending at least $100. Dude, Chipotle here is $20. Chipotle. Like it blows my mind. You go to Mr. Purple when you first come here, because that's what you do. 4 drinks, you're gonna spend $100 clean on beers. So, like, no matter how much money I've made or anyone makes, you just feel freaking poor, man. It's always hand in mouth, and it's just really tough to sustain that way. And at 29, I feel like I'm 1 year away from 30. People my age are having kids. They're buying houses. They're like, it's like a different level when you hit 29. It really starts to put your things in perspective. And if you are making this amazing money, like, once again, I already showed you, like, there's literally almost nothing left. Let's say you want to go to weddings, you want to go to bachelor parties, you want to take a trip back home every now and then. It literally is impossible. And then I see guys who work at 7-Eleven, who are Uber drivers, and I'm like, how are you surviving? Like, how are you actually surviving? It blows my mind. The economy is such trash. Everything out here is just such fucking shit. And it makes my blood boil when no matter how much you try to be successful, how much more money you make, the city will find a way to make you feel like you are literally making nothing. So financially, that's where I feel right now. And then you're like, Sid, why do you live in New York? Well, it's because sometimes we have to for jobs, or your partner works in the city, so you have to live with them. Like, that's just how it is. So that is where I'm at. So 29, where I see all these people who've saved up money, invested in the stock market, and all this crazy shit. And it's like, bro, I don't understand where to even begin with that. And I'm 29 years old. I feel like I should have a bunch tucked away, enough to put a down payment on a home, to do this and that. And it's tough. It's tough, man. It really is. Physically, I'm not where I want to be. I feel, once again, your 20s are supposed to be your prime physique, right? This is the pictures your kids look at, and they're like, back in the day, and you're like, oh, Dad, you look, wow, you used to be so skinny back then. Like, yeah, that was in our 20s. We used to eat pizza every day, and this is how we would look. And I am probably the most out of shape I've ever been in my life at 29. For men, your testosterone is your highest when you're in your 20s. Basically, you're supposed to be able to, your metabolism is the highest, you're supposed to be able to be in peak condition. And I don't feel that way. I mean, okay, I take that back. In the last 3 months, I have lost 7 pounds. So I'm going to you guys who noticed, shout out, kudos to you. But otherwise, I've been in the most unproud of my physical shape that I've been. And as someone in your 20s, these are the pictures, the time you look back on in life, to when you show people, like, this is how sick I was. Like, this is how fun, carefree I was, the shirtless pictures on the beach. And especially someone like me who loves style, who loves clothing. You look at this channel, it's all about men's lifestyle, grooming, fragrances. I know so much about style, and I can't wear the shit I like because it doesn't look good on me anymore. So physically, I'm not where I want to be at 29. And spiritually, at some level too, man, I'm in a place now where I feel still lost. I still feel directionless. I still feel like I'm not supposed to be, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in my life, and I'm practically 30 years old. I remember when I was in high school, I'd see college kids visit, and I'm like, damn, you're so freaking old. And they were, 18 at the time, 19. I remember in college, people who would graduate college would be visiting, and I'd be like, dude, you're so freaking old. You're like 22. Dude, I am 20, and I've been out of college for 8 years, and I still don't know what I want to do with my life. I feel like there's like I don't know what I want to be the best in the world at. Let alone, I don't even know what I want to keep doing forever and continue to get better and grow at. And it's so, and the disparity is so lost. It's like, I don't even know if I want to do career forever or corporate forever, or I want to be business entrepreneur forever. Like, I don't even, like, that's like how lost I am. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing, let alone like from the top funnel vision. I'm not even talking about like, oh, I want to be a great software engineer. I generally feel lost. I feel directionless. And it's like, if by 30 you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and if you don't have any of these things figured out, you don't have your physical finances and all this stuff figured out, like, I can't wait till I'm 40 to have that stuff figured out. Like, that's when things start, like, I don't know, man. And then there's a part of me where it's like, you want to live up to your 20s. 20s is the time when you go on that trip to Europe with your boys. It is that time when you take risks and invest in yourself and start multiple failed businesses. It is that time where money has no value because you want to spend it on yourself, on your life experiences. And I feel like in one way I've done that really well. I'm the first guy to be like, let me book that trip, or let me start that business and invest in myself and lose money and then do it over and over again. Like, there is a part of me that's saying that this is the time I want to be doing that thing. But at what point do you transition then from having fun, enjoying life, living this one life that we have, to then like having kids and shit like that? Like, I know I keep saying kids as an example, but like 30 really is a smack in the face for what it means to then be an adult. Like, I'm a full-fledged adult. And maybe New York skews that perception because everyone gets married at 35 and all this stuff, but it really starts to feel like I'm not an adult no matter how old I am. And I don't want to feel that way. So man, there's all that stuff. And then, and emotionally it's just been frustrating to me. So once again, I don't want it to seem like I'm not grateful. I have so much going on for me. I probably live an incredible life looking on the outside, and I do feel genuinely blessed for everything and everyone, and the social and the wealth of the people around me and the love I have is, you can't put any tag on it. And I feel genuinely blessed to live the life I have, and I don't want this to seem like it's like life sucks, that is clickbait or anyway, but there is a part of me that is just Like, what do I do next? Like, where's the scorecard of life, and where am I on this, and what should it be? And in my mind, I'm not hitting a lot of those boxes that I feel like you should be or I should be hitting. So yeah, man, let me know if you are in that, late 20s, early 30s, and you're feeling the same way. How are you guys navigating? How are you dealing with it? How are you dealing with finance? Like, how are you investing your money? What are you doing with your finances to prepare and set yourself up for 35 and beyond? How are you setting up yourself physically? Like, I can't be the only one who, in my peak male physicalness, feel the most out of shape. And what are you guys doing relationship-wise, or I use the word spiritually, but I guess direction and career-wise, to set yourself up for success? Because I feel like this year and the next few years, well, these are the foundational years where you grow your roots in order to build what you want to build in your later years. And I don't want to come here at 39 making the same fucking video about not being where I want to be. So yeah, let me know how are you guys dealing with it, or use the comment space to vent, man, because I can't be the only one who feels this way. Thanks guys for listening. Peace.